Hello everyone and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. In the last episode, we ventured back to Ecruteak City where we checked out the burned tower. Had a pretty challenging fight against Sliver, well, relatively anyway. And met some three mysterious Pokemon. Well, since completing the events of the burned tower, Morty is now back at the Ecruteak City gym. Though, like I mentioned earlier, I actually don't want to challenge him just yet. Let me go and rearrange my team here a little bit. Never mind, I don't need to. As you can tell, by the way, I went back to the Pokemon Center in between battles as well. Now that we've completed the events... Oh, jeez, my voice kind of like bleh, freaked out there for a second. Now that we've completed the events of the Tin Tower, or the Burn Tower, rather, here, I think there are actually some trainers here now. Let me take a look. Maybe not. I thought there were supposed to be trainers here after you did everything there was to do here, but we might have to go check that out later. In any case, like I said, we're not going to be taking on the gym just yet. We do have other things to do. Also, I didn't check this house. Oh, really? A bird and a dragon, huh? Wonder what he's talking about there. Yeah, I would think it'd be pretty powerful too. But, well, now that we've seen what's to the east of Ecruteak City here, let's go ahead and check out the west. Ooh, I like this music a lot. This is one of my favorite tracks in the game. The Route 38 theme. Now, I mentioned earlier I was going to talk a little bit about the Pokemon we saw in the burned tower there. Entei, Suicune, and Raikou. Now, since triggering that cutscene with them there... sorry, let me gather my thoughts for a moment here. Yeah, since we triggered that cutscene with them in the burned tower, now you actually have a random chance of encountering Entei and Raikou in the wild. Not Suicune, but just Entei and Raikou. They don't appear on specific routes, unlike every other kind of Pokemon in the game. They have a chance to appear on any route in the game. I believe they'll always be in the grass. You won't find them in caves or other places like that, or like the Ilex Forest. They'll be in the tall grass. And if you find them, they'll be at level 40. Now, the thing is, too, the first thing they're going to do in battle is just straight up run away. They'll either run away or they'll use Roar on you to make you run away. And if you want to catch them, well, you're going to have to employ some tactics in order to avoid them doing either of those things. I'm not going to go for that just yet. I probably won't even go for that for quite a long time. That might even be some post-game stuff we do, is trying to get Entei and Raikou. But I do plan on showing how I like to go about trying to catch them. So we'll see that soon enough. The thing is, too, you can't even realistically... I mean, you could, but it's going to be a lot more difficult to try to catch them before you encounter them for the first time anyway. Which will probably happen at some point during just your natural progression in the game. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for that anyway. In any case here, yeah, so we've got this Route 38 here. New Pokemon you can find here include, I believe you can start finding Magnemites here. Which, as I said in the last video, I was kind of thinking about using one, but decided to go with Vivi here instead. You can also encounter Miltanks here, as well as Miltank's counterpart, Tauros. Both of them are fine, normal-type Pokemon. Miltank has pretty good defensive stats, whereas Tauros has pretty good offensive stats. Neither of them evolve, mind you, but they're still pretty good Pokemon. If you really wanted to use a pure normal type, I'd probably recommend going for one of them. And I think that's it. I don't think there's any other new kinds of Pokemon you can find here. But, yeah, we'll go ahead and take on this Sailor here. This is actually, I believe, a new trainer type. I don't think we've encountered a Sailor yet at this point in the game. But, Sailors, as you might be able to guess, tend to use a lot of Water-type Pokemon, though they will use some Fighting types as well. Which, again, makes sense. But yeah, as you can see, Vivi is doing a really good job of holding her own here. Coming in at level 20 definitely really helped with that. I'm really glad I didn't have to go grind for experience with her. Okay, now this trainer here, This is I forget her name, but I believe this is the trainer that I'm looking for here. Dana. Okay, yeah, this is her. This is last Dana, or Dana, however you say it. So, you might remember school trainer Ellen, how I was saying this is one of the few trainers you would want to get their phone number. Well, last Dana is also a trainer whose phone number you'd want to get, as she has a chance of giving you a Thunderstone. And, I might be spoiling something by saying this, but I actually am going to get last Dana's phone number, because I really, really want that Thunderstone. No, I won't switch here. Yeah, you can probably already guess what I want that Thunderstone for, but, well, in case you can't, I'll go ahead and leave that a surprise. Now, jeez, of course they had to use the Sable, but, oh, you know what? Okay, I think after this battle, I'm going to do a little bit of research, because I don't recall exactly the moveset of a certain Pokemon I want to use off the top of my head in this particular game. But like I said, I want a Thunderstone, so I'll be getting last Dana's phone number, and I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a certain trick to try to get the Thunderstone from her as soon as possible. I didn't really do anything special. I don't know what she means by you can battle that way. Oh, no, I don't want to headbutt the tree. I thought I was talking to her for a moment. Yeah, so, she's straight up saying, yeah, she'll give you items. So I do want to get her phone number. Now, let me go ahead and look something up real quick. Oh, no, not really. I mean, if they're giving you a gift, it's yours to do with what you want, I would think. But, yeah, let me look something up real quick, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. I actually took quite a bit of a break there. It was like, I don't know, 10-ish minutes of research there. I found out some interesting things, so I'm actually going to go ahead and delete Dana's phone number here. And honestly, and as much as I really hate to like go back on this, I'm actually not going to end up using Vivi as my team member here. My 5th team member anyway. I still don't know who I'm going to use for now, because I was thinking about, well, Magnemite. Well, okay, let me back up for a little bit and explain why I'm going back on my decision to use Eevee here. Basically, my plan was to get a Thunderstone from Dana, and then go ahead and evolve Eevee into a Jolteon. Here's the problem with that, though. Jolteon learns Thunder Shock at level 16. As you might remember, we got Eevee at level 20. So there's no way for my Jolteon to have an Electric-type move at this point in the game. As if that wasn't bad enough... Oh, sorry about that. I was just reading an email I just got there real quick. As if that wasn't bad enough... Now, because I was thinking to myself, okay, even if Jolteon doesn't have access to Thunder Shock, well, okay, maybe I can just wait until I get another Electric-type move. But I'm not going to have access to get another Electric-type move on Jolteon until, like, much later in the game. I mean, I'm talking, like, when Jolteon's in, like, the late 40s in terms of levels is when I'd have access to my next Electric-type move. So that's really unideal for an Electric-type Pokemon on my team. So, yeah, I'm really kind of bummed about it. I really was excited to use Vivi and use a Jolteon, but, well, that's just going to end up not being the case. I'm going to have to find something else to use. Oh, and the reason I decided to go back on Magnemite was kind of a similar situation. Now, granted, any Magnemite I catch here would have Thunder Shock, so at least it would have an Electric-type attack. The problem is that, much like Jolteon, I wouldn't get access to a better electric move than Thunder Shock until, again, Magnemite's in, like, the late 40s in terms of levels. And Thunder Shock only has a base power of 40, and I really can't ride that much of the game using that weak of an electric-type attack. It's just really not that feasible. We see we have, honestly, one of my least favorite Pokemon here, Mr. Mime. I just hate the way Mr. Mime looks, and I especially hate Mr. Mime's hands. It just looks weird. I don't know. In any case, yeah. I'm going to go ahead between this video and the next one, do a lot more research as to what kind of Pokemon are available to me, and also going to take a look at their movesets. Also, I should not have kept Barbara in for this. Yikes. Yeah, that's definitely a good reason not to. But, yeah, I'm going to be doing a little bit of research on that to try to figure out what a good 5th team member would be. Again, I already have my 6th member lined up. It's going to be way later in the game, but I at least know like which Pokemon I want to use. Let's see. Mr. Mime has pretty good special defense, so I think I'm actually going to go for a Headbutt here. This Mr. Mime is actually doing a lot more damage to me than I thought it would. Just go in for a quick attack there, and there we go. So yeah, again, sorry about that, but I really should have done my research before, just saying, oh, I'm going to use Vivi, and definitely before leveling her up. But, yeah, like I said, it's just how it shook down. You know what, normally I wouldn't do this, but since 2 of my Pokemon took hefty damage there, and I'm so close anyway, I'm just going to go ahead and run to the Pokemon Center off-screen real quick. Okay, we're pretty much back at this point. I'll just go to cut back in, and wow, I'm surprised you didn't see me from that close up. But, let's see, you got another beauty here. She's probably gonna have like a Meowth or something. I actually don't remember. Oh, Corsola. Ooh, wasn't expecting that. Yeah, this is another Pokemon we don't really have access to just yet, but we actually will relatively soon. Corsola is a rock and water type Pokemon, and I don't know, it's okay, like in terms of stats. Ooh, you know what? That did a lot more. Corsola must have more special defense than I thought there. Yeah, no, we'll go ahead and stick with Barbara here. Yeah, Corsola is okay as far as water Pokemon go. Nothing really to write home about, though. By the time you can get a Corsola, you'll have access to a plethora of water Pokemon that are much better, so I wouldn't recommend using Corsola, but again, if you want to, go ahead. Corsola does have access to a relatively unique move called Recover, which it would probably use if I didn't keep flinching her here. But Recover, as the name implies, lets you heal a little bit of HP in battle. It's a relatively useful move. In-game here, its usefulness is a little bit negated by the fact that you can just use items, but it's still not a bad move to have. Huh, a lot of people around here are talking about Moo Moo Milk. And I don't think there's anything special down here, so I'm not going to go ahead and jump down those ledges, but now we're on Route 39, and if we come up here, a Mint Berry. Mint Berries will heal Burn. And let's see here. Uh-oh. Miltank not giving them milk, huh? Lots of berries. Where is this sick Miltank anyway? Lots of berries. Did she say the same thing, I wonder? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, even the cry sounds. Yeah. Yeah, so that's kind of the thing here. In order to cure the Miltank here, you have to feed it regular berries. No other kind of berry will do it. Just straight up regular berries. And to actually get Miltank fully cured, I think you have to give her like 10 of them. Now the reward is pretty decent. The reward is basically that you get to buy Moo Moo Milk here. Moo Moo Milk restores 100 HP if I recall correctly. And yeah, these are all just Miltanks here. And I don't remember what the cost of it is. Honestly, I don't usually bother with that little side quest because that's the only reward is that you get to buy Moo Moo Milk. He might give you like a dozen of them for free if I remember right, but that could also be another game I'm thinking of. Well, in any case, I'm probably not going to mess with that side quest, to be honest with you. But in any case, we have Psychic Norman to fight here, who's got a Slowpoke. Okay, level 17. So we can stick with Barber here because since I know that Slowpoke doesn't learn Confusion until level 20, I know it doesn't have access to any Psychic moves. See, now I'm all thrown off because I'm looking at my time and I'm like, 22 minutes already. I didn't even make that much progress, but no, I forgot already. I spent like 10 of those minutes just looking at Jolteon and Magnemite's movesets off screen. And I even looked to see if there was a way, because I know in future games, there's like an NPC you can talk to have a Pokemon learn a move that it previously knew, like relearn a move. And I looked to see if there was an NPC like that in this game, but nope, that's not till Gen 3, I don't think, that you get access to that. So that's really too bad, because I know I said with Magnemite, oh, you know what, this Slowpoke's level 20. Yeah, it's going to have Confusion. Shoot, I just assumed it would be level 17 as well. Please don't kill Barbara. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we're definitely going to switch, though, to Hot Pocket. But yeah, I know I said, like, oh, I don't want Magnemite to just have Thundershock until, you know, the late 40s. Jolteon has a diverse enough move pool that I actually would have considered doing that for Jolteon, but, yeah, not having access to any type of electric attacks was really the deal breaker for me. Oh, and I was going to say, too, I did even look at Umbreon's move pool because I was like, well, I'm a little bit attached to Vivi already, and I've never used an Umbreon. I wonder what kind of moves it can learn. And honestly, Umbreon's move pool in this game really isn't that great. It really wouldn't be that useful. I already have 2 different tanks on my team anyway, and I really don't want a third. So, yeah, I decided to not go with Umbreon there. What? Oh, I forgot that was this level. Yeah, it looks like Barbara's evolving into a Golbat. Ugh, I hate that animation, honestly. Like, when it moves its jaw back and forth like that, it makes my jaw hurt just looking at it. But, so yeah, Barbara's got a lot better stats now that she's evolved. Let's take a look here. Yeah, you can see much, much better. Now kind of on par with, not even on par, just better than Quilava's. Barbara might just be our strongest Pokemon right now. But in any case, Hot Pocket needs to gain some levels too, so I'll go ahead and switch Hot Pocket in the lead. And you know what? I'm actually going to heal up Barbara here. Barbara specifically, I don't want to leave it too low of HP for too long, and I'll explain why a little bit later. Let's see, we got a few more trainers here. Let's show our Pokemon to each other at the same time. That's a really roundabout way of saying, hey, let's battle, but whatever works for you, I suppose. And alright, yeah, she's got a Pikachu. Yeah, I think I already mentioned it once, but these Pokefans tend to have, like, cute Pokemon, so you'll see a lot of Pikachus, Snubbles, that kind of a thing with them. Oh, thank goodness, yeah. Oh, a berry. Okay, I was like, what's going on there? Yeah, Thunder Wave is a really annoying move. Really good one if you can get access to it. Because it's got really good accuracy. A lot better than, like, say, a Stun Spore, which also paralyzes the opposing Pokemon. Alright, there we go. Well, I'm glad you don't mind losing, because that's what you get when you face me. Yep, sounds like we got another Pikachu to battle against here. Pikachu's another Pokemon I would actually consider using if I had access to one at this point in the game, which I don't believe I do. I don't think you can get Pikachu until, like, way, way later in the game. Like, as in, by the time you get it, it's not worth even, like, trying to use a new Pokemon on your team. Ah, yes, the infamous and dreaded Double Team. And looks like this one's got a berry, too. Yeah, this is pretty much the exact same fight as the last one, to be honest. And of course we missed, because Pikachu had to go and use Double Team there. But our Ember was enough to take him out. And there we go, there's another Pokefan down. Oh no, don't worry, I've seen plenty of Pikachu. Now, I'm actually going to go ahead and jump over here and fight this trainer. Oh. Wait, what? That was weird. Huh, was that like a glitch or something? I've never encountered that before. Usually when you talk to a trainer, you know, they have like the pre-battle music, but she didn't have any. Huh, yeah, I don't know what was going on there. Well, in any case, she's just got a Meowth, so this should be an easy enough battle. Oh, yeah, that Charcoal in combination with that Ember attack is doing really, really well for us. I know I've mentioned that a couple of times already, but that's why my Ember is dealing so much damage. And there we go! Alright, there goes Meowth. Okay, now for this next battle, or this next trainer I'm going to fight coming up here, I think I'm going to throw Barbara in the lead. Yeah, Barbara is definitely who I want in the lead here. Because this trainer down here, yep, there he is actually a Sailor. So since he's going to have Water-type Pokemon on his team, I don't want Hot Pocket to be in the lead there. Sailor Huey, I think? No, Eugene. Thought I knew his name. Yeah, you see, he's got a Poliwhirl, which is the evolved form of Poliwag. I think this guy has like a Machop on his team too, but we'll deal with him one Pokemon at a time. I should really be trying out Swift, since Barbara has higher physical attack than special attack. That's going to deal a lot more damage. Maybe not a lot more, but enough more. Yeah, the other thing to remember too is that Poliwhirl is also an evolved Pokemon, so its stats are also going to be a little bit higher than other Pokemon you'd be fighting so far. Raticate? No, we'll say it against Raticate. Now Raticates are pretty fast, so I might not... Okay, I did outspeed it. Well, it's also 5 levels lower than me as well. And yeah, we definitely want to get that flinch off if we can. Yeah, you're starting to see a lot more Pokemon at this point have access to Quick Attack. It's going to get a little bit annoying, but well, it's also pretty good when your Pokemon can make use of it. Oh no, I guess he didn't have a Machop, huh? Well, alright. This is a new Pokemon we have here, Krabby. It's another Water-type Pokemon. It's got relatively good physical defense, but much like Corsola and much like a lot of other water Pokemon I'll be talking about, Krabby is like meh at best, and yeah, you just have access to better Water-type Pokemon at this point, so I wouldn't really bother. And there we go, Barbara grew to level 23, alright. Okay, now we can put Hot Pocket back in the lead. No, not stats. Well, you know what, it doesn't even really matter at this point, because we're actually about to come up to another town. This is Olivine City. Huh? What's going on? Uh-oh. Not you again. Didn't we just fight? Oh, well, I guess he's sick of losing to us and can't really admit it, so... Huh, the gym leader's in here. Oh, really? Dude! What's wrong with you? That's... like, okay. Uh-huh. Well, that's how you're supposed to know to check out the lighthouse, but, like... You know, even if you're... Okay, so I'll admit, I'm a pretty competitive trainer when it comes to Pokemon. But even I wouldn't say something like, just let a sick Pokemon go. Like, what the hell, man? Yeah, we'll go ahead and have our Pokemon healed up here. And alright, I actually do want to check out Olivine City here a little bit before I end off the video. Yeah, we got the center and the mart. This house here, yes, I definitely want to talk to this guy. Oh, absolutely. And here we get the Good Rod, which is the next upgrade to the Old Rod, which lets you catch a much higher variety of Pokemon. Yeah, here in Olivine City especially, there are a bunch of different kinds of Pokemon you can catch with a Good Rod. But we also want to go down to this house here, which is like a restaurant, I believe. Yep, the Olivine Cafe. And I want to talk to this guy right here. Maybe not that guy. Is it this guy? Yeah, okay, this is the guy. Huh, they don't, do they? And with that, we get a new HM. HM04 Strength. Strength is a normal type move. In battle, will just deal physical damage. I believe it has a base power of 80. And at this point in the game, I think we can actually use Strength. I believe it was the Goldenrod City badge that allowed us to do that. So now we can actually go check out more of Mount Mortar if we want to, which I might actually do that pretty soon here. But, let's see, where, hang on. Here we go. No, not Flash, Strength. I actually am going to teach Strength to one of my, core Pokemon here. Because like I said, it's got a base power of 80, which is definitely not too bad. It's not the best by any stretch of the imagination, but it's not really awful either. Now, here's the thing. I gotta figure out who I want to teach this move to. I definitely don't want to teach it to... Well, maybe I do want to teach it to Krusty. Yeah, geez. Now I'm sitting here actually trying to figure this out. Who do I want to teach Strength to? Well, the thing is with Krusty already has access to Curse, which will raise his attack and make his headbutt attack stronger anyway. You know, I could also just teach it to all of these guys, really. I'm trying to think of what I want their final movesets to be. I'm going to go ahead with Elephant for now. And I'm going to get rid of Flail. Because really, I don't plan on being in many situations where Elephant's got really low HP and I'm still trying to attack. So, we'll stick with that for now. Off screen, I might go ahead and decide to teach Strength to some other Pokemon. I'll let you know if I decide to do that. Now, if you come down here... oh, jeez, I forgot there was this long of a hallway here. But, yeah, this is the Olivine City port. And this is actually a really good place to fish for Pokemon. Because there's a lot of Pokemon that only appear here. Including Corsola, I believe you can fish up here, even with the good rod. Krabbies, you can fish up here, as well as a type of Pokemon called Chinchou. Chinchou is a water and electric type Pokemon, which is a pretty unique type combination, and it's not a bad Pokemon. Like most other water Pokemon at this point, it's kind of like meh, but the unique type combination alone is, I think, worth considering using one. And here we have the Olivine Lighthouse, also known as Glitter Lighthouse, I guess. I mean, nobody else in the game calls it that, but, well, there you go. But they say the gym leader's at the top of the lighthouse, huh? What awaits us inside, I wonder? But we'll find out next time on Let's Play Pokemon Crystal. This is Hexlex, signing out. Have a good day.